Hey guys, welcome back to the Comic Cave. I'm Zach.
And I'm Thomas. We're going to be giving you each our top 5 live action superhero
Costumes.
Yeah, costumes.
Yeah, so stick around for it.
So over the years there's been some very good and some very bad costumes in live action. Sometimes they try and follow the source material too
Sometimes
much.
they don't.
Not at all, and sometimes that works well and really badly. So we're just going to quickly go 5, 4, 4, 3, 2.
Yeah,
you know how it works.
You've seen this channel before, haven't you? If you're not, go back and watch everything.
Everything.
And
Okay. I'll go first.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with something controversial, which is the Batman costume from the old Batman TV show.
Adam West Batman.
It's not 100%, but it's pretty close to what he used to look like in the comics. Everything except for the painted on eyebrows and the little nose thing, I think is really good.
Well, my number 5 is Arrow from the TV show Arrow. This is actually
Green Arrow.
really...
Okay.
His name is Arrow.
Technically, he's Green Arrow.
Anyway, he looks really cool. Only reason it's not high is because it's, TV budget, it's not movie quality, but it's still really good for what it is, and I love it.
Yeah, on that note, they have released a picture of Arsenal from the next season. He looks even better, so he might get onto my list once I see him. Anyway, next I have the Spider-Man costume from The Amazing Spider-Man 2. I won't say too much, but I thought it was very good and very accurate.
Yeah, my number 4 is actually Iron Man. That's kind of, most people would put him higher, but I loved it. It was really cool.
Really
it just looks amazing.
It made them, with Robert Downey Jr., the coolness of the suit to make the movie.
Only thing I didn't really like about it is mostly CGI.
Yeah, especially after the first movie.
Yeah, if he was actually wearing a costume, it'd be so much cooler, but it still looks really cool nonetheless.
Okay, so I actually have Iron Man as my number 3. My favourite Iron Man costume is the one from the end of Iron Man 2 with the triangle in the middle. I thought that was cool and it's a bit different, but not just that, the entire costume. I thought that was the best one. I was really sad with the costume in Iron Man 3. It was pretty bad.
Yeah. My number 3 is The Dark Knight Batman. I could have gone with Batman Begins, but I think The Dark Knight is just more practical and it still looks cool. Batman is now able to turn his head. So yeah, of course, it makes sense that it made on my list.
Well, I've actually got Batman Begins as my number 2. I just like this costume better. There are parts of the Dark Knight costume I like better. Somewhere in between I would have loved. I like the more, everything is like more fabric look as opposed to the armor look. But that's just me.
So number 2, yes, number 2 is Spider-Man from The Amazing Spider-Man 2. This costume looks pretty much, it was ripped out of the comic book. Andrew Garfield looked great in it, and the costume just looked amazing with the big eyes. It's never been done in a live action movie before, so I was really glad to see that iconic Spider-Man costume being transposed into the big screen, and it looked amazing.
Next we have a shared number 1. Because this uniform is just so iconic, and it is literally ripped out of the comics, and that's Superman from the Christopher Reeve Superman costume.
I really liked it. Even the little things, like if you look at his emblem properly, it's actually not a perfect S. It's all like wonky and stuff. Makes it look like it was handmade, which is just amazing. Movies nowadays, they make it look so professional. It's just like, how did they make that? Yeah. So with this, it actually looked really cool. It looked handmade. Christopher Reeve was good in it, looked good in it, and it was just amazing. The
costume was absolutely iconic for generations. It's still iconic now. I mean, when I think of Superman, that's the Superman I think of. As cool as Henry Cavill's costume is, it's not as iconic. So let us know in the comments below what your favourite live action costume is. Give us a top 5 if you can. It was very difficult for us. There are more live action things coming out. There's got the Flash TV show, we've got heaps of movies coming out, so there's going to be some cool new costumes.
Vision is what I'm looking for.